In breaking news, Gina Reinhardt has pulled Hancock Prospecting's $15 million sponsorship of Netball Australia, which was to run through to 2025. This sponsorship was only signed last month. Reports in the Sydney Morning Herald indicated serious concerns amongst the playing squad regarding having Hancock Prospecting involved as a sponsor, given the founder of Hancock Prospecting, Lang Hancock, had proposed in 1984 that some Indigenous people be sterilised to breathe themselves out. This led to the Diamonds wearing uniforms not featuring Hancock Prospecting's logo in the first two rounds of the Constellation Cup. As a follow-on from my previous video on Netball Australia, my focus here is to unpack the financial importance of sponsorship for them. Athletes, however, are becoming increasingly vocal over sponsorships that do not align with their values or religious beliefs. For example, see Pat Cummings, Sonny Bill Williams, or Fawad Ahmed. This is an important discussion to have, but not something I'm covering here. Okay, so turning to their financials. Given I already covered 10 years of Netball Australia's financials in my previous video, I won't retrace old ground here. Rather, I'll look at changes from 2020 to 2021. Whilst their financial result in 2021 wasn't too flash, it was nice, however, to see their financial come out a little earlier this time, being lodged with ASIC on the 12th of July 22, so only 193 days, which was slightly quicker than the 454 it took for their 2020 financials. Overall, Netball Australia recorded a $4.4 million loss in 2021. This is on top of the $2.8 million loss they made in 2020. Total equity, which is the difference between accounting assets, what they control, and liabilities, what they owe, as at the 31st of December 2021, was only $158,718. This is down from $10.6 million at the end of 2015. Looking at Netball Australia's revenue for 2021, this increased from $28.7 million to $30 million, a $1.3 million increase. However, this was almost completely driven by the reinstatement of their contribution fees from affiliates, i.e. the states. In 2020, they waived this completely, and bringing it back for 21 brought in a total of $2.4 million. Government grants and sponsorships equate to 85% of revenues in 2020. Sponsorship totaled $13.4 million and government grants $11.1 million. Both of these went backwards in 2021 to $12.5 million and $10.4 million respectively. Without knowing if the Hancock Prospecting sponsorship was in addition to existing sponsorship monies or not, it's hard to know the exact impact of their exit, but $3.5 million per year is a significant portion of the sponsorship total. Expenses overall ticked upwards by nearly 10%, or $2.8 million, from $31.5 to $34.4 million. The two biggest expense line items are media and sponsorship, which increased by close to $1 million to $10.3 million, whilst employee benefits stayed essentially static at $7.2 million. Items that increased substantially include high performance, which nearly doubled to $2.6 million, engagement and social impact, which increased nearly 600% to $2.4 million, cost of goods sold increased nearly 300% to $1.7 million. At the same time, revenue from the sale of goods only went up 30%. Administration was up $140,000 to $620,000. Items that decreased substantially included the Suncorp Super Netball, which was down $1.2 million to $6.8. Governance was down from $956,000 to $356,000. Sport development was down from $608,000 to $246,000. And events were down $389,000 to $147,000. Broadcast money is a key revenue stream for many sports organizations. For example, for the AFL and NRL, broadcast equates to about 50 to 55% of their income stream. Sponsorship equates to usually about half of that. For Netball Australia, sponsorship in 21 equated to 42% of income, whilst the government provided 35%. Excluding government grants, sponsorship equates to nearly 2/3 of Netball Australia's income. Sponsorship dollars are crucial. At the same time, players and the public are becoming increasingly willing and able to voice and act on their concerns, whether these be social, environmental, religious, or political. So for sports administrators, treading that line between what is fiscally required and socially acceptable is becoming harder and harder to navigate. Hopefully Netball Australia are able to find a way through what is quite a difficult situation. If you made it this far, I hope you found this useful. I realise it has been a minute. Between work and what seemed like the never-ending flu season, it's been a tough few months. I've got some ideas in the pipeline, so if you like the work I'm doing here and would like to support the channel, please like and subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell. Cheers.